All right, that should be all the links up. Okay, so we got resonating. We're on the Warlock tonight, at least for a little while. I think I've got everything. Hey, Paul. Doing all right, man. Doing all right. Just getting a little late start. How you doing, brother? We've been doing good. I think this is third night in a row we've actually made it. Yay. Trying to get into a child food package and give me a lozenge out. All right. Yeah, I got plenty of that. Got food, drink, all that good stuff. All right. That's good to hear, man. Good to hear. All right, so let's see. Resonating skulls. We're going to be dealing with people all over the place. Not sure if we'll be able to get it done, or I can go here and just farm. I'm a fan of that. Let's go here and try to do a little farming first. Appreciate that, man. We're going to try to have some fun. Try to be some entertainment. We ain't fishing tonight. All right, brother. I appreciate you dropping in chatting with me for a minute. It's always good when I see that. Gives me a good start to the stream, brother. Yeah, let me reassure all of you, we're not fishing tonight. We did that fishing last night. Tonight I'm thinking we're gonna go try to farm some stuff for Bow. Just farming kills for XP instead of doing quests. Because he's level 58. We got the mage to 59 today. If we can get Bow to 59, then we'll be doing good. That's one that would leave one level on him and on the mage. We get them to 60. That's 3 60s I got going in the TBC. Today I got the mages herbalism and alchemy maxed out at 300. So that's all professions maxed out that I'm going to do on all 3 characters. Zentovia, the paladin, he has cooking, fishing, and first aid at 300. Then he has engineering and mining. Bal has enchanting and tailoring, and the mage has herbalism and alchemy. And they're all maxed out. All I have to do now is get Warlock and the mage to level 60. And then we're ready to go. And then I can decide on other tunes if I want to level them up or what. Like I made a new hunter and a new rogue. So I may work on them. I have a shaman. Um, and every TBC I've always played a shaman. So I will have my shaman getting up. Um, but she's not gonna be the star of the show. She's not gonna have that main character energy. Excuse me. Dang, excuse me. And I have a lozenge I'm working on. Sorry about that. I'll try to mute the mic next time. We lost a couple of viewers. I wonder if they were just wanting me to go fishing. Hmm. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. YouTube's lagging again. But hang on. Hit the wrong button. There we go. All right. So what I was thinking about farming over here, there is, I think it's Garen's Withering, and it is the highest level ghosts. It's also a cauldron quest. But most of the time I can get away with not, bothering anybody on the quest. And I help them out by keeping things kind of cleaned out a little bit. We'll see, because normally I come over here at 59. So we'll see how we do at 58. I need to up his taunt, I believe. And I'm still thinking we were doing a lot better as affliction. I mean, we can kill him as destruction, but we did so much faster and better with affliction. Now, see, we got 628 rested XP off that. That's pretty dang good. And we should get some rune cloth out of this. We might get a good drop here and there. We're gonna have to see on the drop part. But we have to be very careful how we pull a lot of these guys. Because a lot of them will put a debuff on me. Some of them, like this guy, will enrage. We've got a 2-minute debuff, strength and stamina reduced. I'm not worried about the strength. The stamina, however, is huge. We don't want to lose a lot of stamina. Do not want to lose a lot of stamina. Okay. And we're going to have to watch out for repop, respawn, because they will drop in on us unexpectedly. Well, she went back to him, but that Shadow Bolt made sure she was coming. And normally I will stay in this corner. I don't pull a whole bunch all over the place. I will stay in the corner. While we're waiting on respawns, I'll go grab 1 or 2 around. But I'm not going to put us out in the middle of everything, because that's how you die. Yeah, that's how you die on this particular area. Like, yeah, I'll grab from here. I'll grab down this side. I'll grab around here on this side over here and this side here, but I won't go over there. Oh no, you get over here. You're not going to go over there. And if I do it right, we can just continually pull, because we're draining life to get it back. We're mana tapping, life tapping. and we can just run until we just get low enough. We got to have some food, but I got to get in the groove. I don't have any music playing, so we just do the best we can. But when they immediately come to start kicking my butt, the drain life is not as effectual. Hey, Dust Bunny. Hey, Gris. Yeah, I'm just farming. I'm just grinding out, trying to get to 59. I didn't feel like doing the quest over for the resonating skulls because, well, there are 500,000 people over there. So we're just doing a little grinding. And I'm explaining how to grind over here at Garen's Withering. Of course, my Voidwalker doesn't have the latest taunt ability, which I'm going to have to get him that. So he doesn't hold them very long, but generally it's okay. Now, this guy is enraged, so he's going to hit a lot harder, but he was almost dead. And that's the point where we eat and drink. So we went, what, 4 kills there without having to eat and drink? And then I time it. Normally, if I'm not grinding, I'll time it by my soul stone up there. You get 30 minutes for a cast on the soul stone. So I'll cast the soul stone, come here, farm this down. I'll cast the second one. When it's gone, I've been here an hour and I'll leave. But tonight we're grinding. So I'll probably be here for a little while unless I decide to go somewhere else and do something else. Yeah. Yeah, I got sub in here tonight. And we covered up the chat. I don't have a problem going from trade chat to guild chat. Guild chat's generally safe, but some people wanted to really vent last night, and I didn't have guild chat covered up, so they were kind of careful. All right, we're gonna grab this guy. He shouldn't be tied to the other dude. Yeah, it's a Fallout 4 Red Rocket gas station too. That's the closest. I mean, we grabbed the first thing that we could. That's why I was running a little bit later tonight, because we had to get it all designed and stretched and fit perfectly over to guild chat. But yeah, because you don't want trade chat out in your stream. They will offend anybody. All right, so now, normally I would leave this dude alone, but I'm gonna grab him because this is where the boss usually will spawn. And we're gonna watch out now because we're in the range of having a respawn either here. Up there it is already. Yep. So we can't go back that way any further. All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab him. Now the Banshee's probably going to respawn pretty soon, so and you don't want to come too far back this way, the way I was going there, because there are spiders and bears behind us. So we got to be very careful when we're in this area. A lot of times people do offend themselves. But I mean, yeah, you know, brother, trade chat can get really bad sometimes. But yeah, I agree. A lot of times people that get offended, it's on them. But I would prefer not to have to worry about it. So yeah. Now I believe I can grab this one without pulling that one, but it's got to be all right. I waited until she moved, and there we go. That's why you always have yours set to Guild Chat. Yeah. I usually just swap over to Guild Chat, but like I said, somebody wanted to vent a little bit last night. In which, in that case, I could just go to the combat log and sit there, but I wouldn't be able to see it. And if they want to vent, I want to see it, damn it. All right, we got our respawn back over there. It's not a Banshee, but right now it's just Grizz. You and Grizz and me are the only ones that I know of. Now there's a couple that hadn't said anything. They might play WoW. I don't know. We're gonna get this guy next. We'll take care of that that respawn over there. Man, I wish more people wanted to play because I'm starting to worry about our groups. Yeah, Grizz doesn't play anymore, but he used to play. He knows what it is. He knows all about it. Y'all might even remember each other. I don't know. I slept since then, y'all. Now we're getting between 580 and 640 experience. If we look up here, it's going to take me 17.8 hours to level. Just doing this, it'll take me 17 hours. We're not going to stand here for 17 hours. I'll tell y'all that right now. But we will get. Now, see, we moved away from that respawn over there. But I mean, once you get rolling, you can really. There are some guys that they level up strictly by grinding. They will not do any quests. They just grind. They'll do dungeons and grind, and that's it. And that's how they level. And some of them swear that it's faster. Honestly, I'm gonna say, in my experience, throwing in some quests makes it a lot faster. Okay, where'd he go? He was right here. This is where we want to be careful. I'm gonna grab that dude. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's definitely some good grinding spots. And like I said, that was just in my experience. Because I hate questing. You can ask Tall. I hate questing with a passion. But I have found if you can knock out, like, if you can go to that area and get like 6 or 7 quests and knock them all out and turn them all in, that's pretty damn fast, you know. But like with this one, I just have to be careful because we're getting like I said, between 500 and 600 XP. So that's pretty damn good. Now, when the rested bonus wears out, it's not going to be that much. It'll be 330 to maybe 400, something like that. But as long as I'm careful and I don't get caught in the middle of a bunch of respawns, we'll be fine here for a couple of hours. I know you hate my UI, but I like it. Yeah, exactly, Grizz. Exactly. Excuse me. Now, most of the guys that I know that like to grind, they were either on hunters or warlocks, and they would just grind. And hunters and warlocks can get really stupid. All right, I'm gonna come over here, grab this guy. See, there's a dude over there. I'm letting him have that side. I don't go over there. You just got 2 shadow bolts to the face. And then a shadow burn. Yeah. Yeah. How you like that? Yeah, mages that now whenever you talk about mages, you talk about AoE farming, and that's just something I can't do. Um, but yeah, I mean, hands down, mages doing AoE farming are they're stupid. But they really ticked me off too. So, you know, we gotta respawn. The thing with the druid is I can't really play the druid, so I mean I do understand what you're saying. But for me, it would be kill, eat, kill, eat, kill. Wait, did I do that right? Kill. Oh, I'm dead. Why? How did that happen? I'm a druid. I'm supposed to be immortal. That's me and druids. But I can get on this warlock and I can grind all day. Yeah, see, they're after the boss. This is the guy that drops the key for the cauldron. That's why I don't go over there and mess with them. How you doing over there, buddy? You're not doing good at all. Um, all right. You got a healing pot there, warrior? There you go. Keybinds are things for druids. Got to have your heals and such set up. Yeah, I can imagine. That that rut road guy was giving me wind fury, blah blah. Like that's all shaman do. Yeah, Dirty likes his wind fury, man. All right, we're gonna grab that out. We've done our good deed for the night, as y'all saw. So yeah, that fellow was he would not have been able to do that. Nothing against him, but he was on a warrior. His health was low. Yeah, he wasn't gonna make that. Let's go ahead and grab you. Did that horde just flag? Why, yes. Yes, he did. A Blood Elf Paladin. Why you gotta come over here and flag, you jackass? Nobody wants to PvP with you. Go away. Well, it's okay. So well, I mean, I've been a shaman, so you know, but it's not all they're good for. Just saw what J Rod said up there. Mages are the best, but I'll tell you what's annoying is that dirty pop guy. Hey, we love our dirty pop. Come on now. Yeah. Like if he gets in a bind though, I ain't helping. I was wondering where that went. Uh-huh. Uh, yeah, I figured you were pulling my chain, but honestly, a lot of shaman will say just exactly that. All y'all want's Wind Fury. Well, yes. What the hell was he just doing? He was just going around. Right. Well, of course, shaman do other things. They can heal. They can throw down those mana regen potions. Those things that pally tanks like. And they can do a lot of damage. They can outrogue rogues in damage. Oh yeah, shots fired. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for it. Now, now, Crystal, I will yank your chain for a little bit right now because when I said last night, "Oh, I like Wind Fury. I just got Wind Fury," and you're like, "It's not for you." Excuse me. I know it's not for me, but I like it. Thank you. Because my reckoning procced with the Wind Fury, I got 4 attacks, and that dude turned around, looked at me, and he didn't go to nobody else. I'm like, I like that. Uh-oh. 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 Heads up. What the absolute fuck? Sorry, pardon my French, but all right, this is where we're leaving. No. This is where that paladin dropped all this on us. That paladin dropped every bit of that on us. Yep. That's why I can't stand stupid ass horde people. Now, a good horde, I like. I didn't do that. A good horde, I like. A stupid ass flag paladin horde like that. He can die right now. I don't care. Don't get me started on superior race. Horde sucks. I like some people on the horde side, and I like playing horde. And I like playing horde. But yeah, they got mud huts. They got orcs. They got trolls. They got cows. We got humans and elves, and then we got space goats, and they got high elves, blood elves, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, that jag off pally. You didn't really kill me though, dude. I had a soul stone, so you didn't really accomplish anything. You accomplished nothing but slow me down for a minute. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Because we had talked about going horde, and people are like, I've already leveled over here. I don't want to go over there, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. I mean, I have a horde warlock right now. I actually had 4 horde characters, but I deleted 3 of them. Because you found it, and it's mine, and I need it. Okay, just be sure to bring it back. No. Um, and like in vanilla, I played on the horde side a good bit. I would get tired of being the GM because people were stupid over there, so I'd take a little break and I'd go play horde side. Then I'd come back and I'd GM for a while and I'd go play horde side. But back then, there were a lot of good horde people. Right now, today, there's not a lot of good horde people that you can associate with in the game. There are some, of course. There always are. I've met plenty of them, but for the most part, they're all assholes, and I'm just not down with that. Of course, somebody could turn around and say, "Well, the alliance is the same." Probably, but I'm alliance, so I don't have to deal with it. All right. We are cooled down. All right. Should be good to go. That pallet's gone. So, besides that, he was a paladin and his name was Coin Clip. What the hell kind of name is Coin Clip? It's an idiot name. That's what it is. Why do you like the horde, Dirty? Okay. Well, to be honest, that's kind of what we're banking on. Get things squared away. I just hope that I'm articulating. I don't hate the horde. I don't like some jackasses in the horde. Um, Back in the day, the horde was the place to be. Back when we were on the Paranode server, horde was awesome. Um, Over here, like I said, I've met some really good horde people, and we've helped each other out on quests and stuff. And then we've met assholes like that paladin. We run in Kara a week from tomorrow. Uh, And on the paladin, I'll be 70 if we can get the dungeon runs rolling like we need to. Other than that, it'll get slow for me. Okay, let's get back in our groove here now that the paladin's gone. Oh. See, there goes an alliance paladin being chased by one. That horde paladin just saw me over here farming and gathered up a whole bunch and then dropped them on me. So, yeah. Well, that crystal guy's got some confidence. All right, so we got those two. We got this guy over here back. Let's get. Oh yeah, I would love that, but yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. I have faith that we can do it. I just don't know the timeline. Now I'm gonna put this out there, and some people can take it as they will. I think it's going to rely more on the people that do show up knowing what they're doing and knowing how to play their class more than it is comp. Because we got some people that don't know how to play their class right now. Yeah, how close are you? Oh, hush with that. All right, we'll try to grab him. I'm waiting for respawns though. You watch a video, okay? I'll watch a video on Paladin tanking. Boy, the drop rate sucked tonight. I'll say that. But I have a feeling our illustrious guild leader will, our guild leader and raid leader will put people in the frame of mind they need to be in. Let's see if we can get you there. Watching out for a respawn over here. Oh, there's some of us that are in that frame of mind for sure. Then there's some that want to run things and they don't really understand their class and, you know, just stuff like that. Yep. Yeah, this is not a new rodeo for us, so. Now I am trying something new. Well, kind of new. I mean, I tanked Molten Core, BWL, AQ 20 and 40, a little bit of Nax, and I tanked a couple of dungeons in PvC, but tanking was not my thing. What I'm doing right here, this was my thing. The Warlock. I've healed on Shaman, so I've done that. And DPS and all that good stuff. So, I mean, this is new. I mean, I know how to take advice from people on the tanking thing, so. Yeah, I think once I get adjusted to it, and once I get some better gear, it'll get a little bit better for me. The decision is ultimately up to Dirty, but I'm gonna do the best I can. And I full well expect, Dirty, that if I'm not doing the job, um, that you will, let me know. I do not have an ego when it comes to that shit. The only thing I really have an ego on is this guy. Okay, they're keeping that pretty much clean. I can pull this one though. We're going a little slower than I would like, but and that is a very fair point. And that's something that I am working on. Need that to go away. Well, uh, this is something that's ingrained in me. Is yeah, everybody follows the pace of the tank. The tank follows the pace of the healer. That's about it. If your healer doesn't have mana, you don't pull. That being said, the confidence issue, that's something I'm definitely working on there. All right, what do y'all do? Okay, y'all are going too. Okay, all right, I can pull that. Yeah, it's just gonna take practice and learning what they can do with what mana they have and all that. Anybody wondering why you death call a ghost, it's only to get the health back. They are immune to fear. And that's hang on. Sorry, that one snuck up on me. And that's the thing. I know all these dungeons, you know. I should be just out there rocking and rolling, but I'm worried about causing wipes and what people are gonna yell at me or, all that. But I got a good group of friends that do the running with me, so that helps out. Dang these drops, man. Yeah, I got you. I got you on that one. I got you on that one. I know it's a slow pull pace. Um, but you see, I mean, I'm not trying to make any excuses or anything, but oh, well, I guess that's forethought. Come on, man, gonna be home till 11. Knock it off. Um, I'm used to being careful when I'm doing pulls and stuff. But these days, a lot of people are used to just that steady chain pull and stuff and moving. Um, and some have adjusted to that from, other expansions and things. And in my brain, you don't do that in classic, and that's something I have to get. That's something I have to work on. But people are definitely used to doing things faster. Um, Generally, they have better tanks, though. Oh, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely really another healing potion. What are you trying to tell me? I'm definitely not reckless. I'm just too slow. That's and that's something that I'm aware of, and Dirty's made me aware of. So it's a confidence thing. That's the problem. I got to get that down. You're gonna come if I pull him. Let's pull you then. Yeah, learn that fine line. And see, when I go into a dungeon, I know what I want to do. Um, that's something I know. I'm like, let's just take BRD for instance. If we're doing the Marshall Windsor stuff, I want to go in, I want to clear that whole first room, and I want to pull multiple groups. But it depends on how pulling that first group goes as to whether I can do that or not. Um, I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but whenever I do that first pull, seeing how everybody reacts to that first pull, that tells if I'm going to pull more, if I'm going to, what I'm going to do. And that is also a fair point. Um, Leroy wants. Dirty, I'm gonna hold you to that, and I'm just gonna do it, and we'll see how that works. And again, I'm not doing anything stupid, but we'll see how everybody reacts. But the one thing that I have been noticing, and this is a total gear issue as far as I know, is that, well, first off, like you said, the range, they just start walloping on shit. Um, but the I lose aggro to shaman really quickly. Like Rev, Crystal, they will yank it real quick, and that's just, I think that's just a gear issue for me. I'm not able to do enough to hold them initially. Um, but here's the thing too: is if I was on Zen, I'd show you. But I have a taunt down here. My taunt's here. Well, I have to select the person. First off, I have to know who's getting attacked. Most of the time with a shaman, it's not that hard. If you have one shaman, you know who's getting attacked. So I'd have to click on the picture for the shaman and then click down here, or either hit the button. Basically, it's on this bar, so I can just hit the button and hit the button to taunt. Half the time, the damn taunt, I'll get it back, and then I'll hit it once, and it turns around and goes right back to the shaman. Um, the second thing, we had a conversation with Boog the other night about her threat, and she didn't have a threat meter or anything. And she's like, "No, the tank's supposed to get the aggro and hold it." She's like, "You mean when I get high threat, I gotta stop damage to lose threat?" Yes, that's what we mean. I don't know if she was serious or joking or whatever. I don't know, but that led me to, all right, tanks in, let's say, Missa Pandaria right now can hold aggro like crazy. Paladin tanks, warrior tanks, they can all hold aggro. Um, but that's still, I don't know. I haven't played mop. I don't know if everybody can just go balls to the wall and the tank can just hold it. I don't know. But people have got to learn how to control their threat. That's that's something that's got to happen. You know. Dirty says, "I won't die. I don't care." Don't come over here, dude. Uh, you should be able to take care of all that now. This drop right, man. Yeah, that's another thing is getting the marks out. There's a lot to it, and Dirty, I got your message. Yeah, we can talk about that a little bit later. We're gonna have to see. We'll have to see. I don't want to make a decision right now. I'm not gonna wait till the last minute. Trust me, but because right now I'm still thinking I can pull it off if I get all these things, worked out. Um, okay, yeah, that works very well for me. The only the reason we were mentioning that is, well, one, in the dungeons I don't really mark a lot. I mark some, but it was somebody was bitching about me not marking, so that's where that comes from. This is gonna be tight. Go to the right again, dude. I'll take that. Got it. All right, soul stone's off. All right. I mean, but like I said, it's virtually new. I haven't really done a lot of tanking lately, so it's something that I have to get used to. Now, this right here, this is where my confidence is right here. But like I said, I'm gonna look at it. If we can get our groups and stuff, we'll see how we do on Thursday. Then I can make a more informed decision. Uh, a spring. Look at you. Five. Oh yeah. Um, let me. Well, I'm talking to sub. Give me just a second. I'm kind of with you on that one. And not to mention, on hard pulls, it's always been said get on the tank's target. Um, because that's the one that's going to have the most aggro from him on it. And while they're on the tank's target, I'm dropping the consecrates and I'm doing tab targeting every now and then. To get the aggro and everything else. So I don't know. Um, but yeah, learn to play is a big thing. Okay, give me just a second. Let me go park him in the inn real quick. Because I've gotten some. We did good last night. I was probably still a little bit slow, but we did pretty good last night. Um, I think it was a marked improvement over some of the other dungeons, but I've also gotten some better gear. And Grizz, it's my paladin. Yeah. But right now we're still in pre-patch, so we're still doing all classic stuff, and um like I've got to go out farming, which I may do on him because I'm out of. Oh, my UI is way up here now. Thank you, Blizzard, for doing dumb stuff. I can see. Which, no, it's still not going to work. Tank it in. Move all this crap down. I don't know. The UI is stupid. But yeah, I've gotten some of my light boards. I'm on the 2-piece set now. It would be a 3-piece, which wouldn't count for anything, but I made these Soul Forge. So I have 1 Soul Forge. Got this shield last night. I need to get my grenades up. I need a shield spike, and the shield spike will help with the AoE stuff and all that. But when I first started tanking in my Mark 1 with the skull, that's the one everyone concentrated on first. Attacking nothing else and count to 5 before you attack. Yeah, I try to tell them to give me a consecrate and a shield, and then they can start. A lot of times I go in, drop a consecrate, and they start. And a couple of times when they did, I just let them tank the aggro. And the problem right now is they can tank the aggro, so they're fine with it. But it drives me freaking bug nuts. Yeah, I need to go farming and get some stuff up so I can get my explosives back. That helps me a lot with the threat right now. But yeah, what I was telling you guys, my taunt's on 8. So I have to click on the picture of whoever's getting attacked. And then I have to hit 8 to taunt. And then I may or may not. They're going to turn. When I taunt, they're going to turn. They're going to turn on me like they're supposed to. But a lot of times they immediately, like I'll hit them one time, they immediately go back to whatever they were doing on the other person. And my taunt's on cooldown and I can't do anything. That's one of the reasons that I'm more careful than I probably should be by the boss's estimation. The big thing is just, like you said, the confidence issue. Knowing I'm going to go in here and kick this ass and they're going to keep me healed and the DPS is going to take care of problems. That's the big thing. Because one, and I've talked to everybody about this before, it depends on who the DPS is as to whether they're going to take care of the problem or not. Some DPS just cause problems. But, you know, that's the thing we just have to work on. Well, I'm assuming also one of their problems is, okay, so let's say I get on a target. I'd say it's a medic. That's who I want dead. We should all know this by now. Take out the medics. But I'm on the medic. Well, then because I have righteousness up also, and I'm tab targeting. I'll do a quick tab target and get a hit on everything, and then go back to that medic. Well, when I start tab targeting, that's when I notice people are going on to different targets and other things, and sometimes it gets pulled out and stuff like that. But that's just something that everybody's got to learn. Yeah, your tail wag did pull, but we handled that situation just fine for the most part. I think you died though before I could get everything under control. But I mean, we did fine. I was telling people exactly what I was going to do last night, and then I did it. We had a few problems here and there, but it wasn't a big deal. We didn't have any real big deals. But I was being very communicative. Because I wanted everybody to know exactly what I was doing, what I was expecting to happen there. But yeah, I'll get better at it. But we'll see how it goes in TBC. And then I'll decide. I'm not gonna lie. I've sat here at my desk and goes, is this really what I want to do? Is this am I going to be good enough for doing this? You know, and I question myself. Again, that's the confidence thing. And I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not going to sit here and go, "Oh, I know I'm good, and we're going to take care of business." Well, I'm okay, but you know, there are better tanks out there, I'm sure. Um, but I always thought it was something that I worked on as we went. Yeah, I just don't want to misrepresent myself. You know, I want to let everybody know exactly what I'm thinking. Because in like in classic, I tanked in molten core, BWL, AQ20, AQ40. I main tanked AQ20 um for a little while. And then we did just a tiny bit of Nax. And I did fairly decent tank in Nax. Of course, Nax is full of undead, so I should have been fine. Um and that was way before any paladin taunts. There was no paladin taunt during any of that. And what I would do is I would select the target, like in molten core. I never main tank molten core, but they would give me the target. I would get on the target, and I was the last one they would get to kill my target. By that point, I had so much aggro on that damn thing, then nothing was pulling it off. But that's my tanking experience is those raids. I tanked a little bit in TBC, Ramparts, and then the one in Zanger Marsh with all the big dudes with the poison and stuff, and the little flying flower freaking things, and I can't remember which one that is. It's the one with the big green Hydra boss that does all the poison damage. That's the dungeon I tanked over there quite a bit. But classic was 5 years ago, and I've been running the other expansions on the other side, going all the way up to mop. I can't do mop. I can't do it, y'all. No. But all the rest of them, I mean, I could think whatever. It didn't matter. But I didn't really run. I ran raids, but I ran them on bow. My warlock did all of my raiding over there, just about. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep trying to learn. I'm gonna keep taking advice from folks. Dirty was real good with the advice on. Excuse me. Oh man, Dirty was really good on the advice on how to start the, how to when I go in, what to do. Because I was going in doing dumb stuff and going through all my mana so fast it was pathetic. I don't have that much anyway. Let's see if I can find any. What do I do? I think I need thorium widgets and other stuff. Let me see what all I need for grenades. But yeah, I mean, I've got his engineering up. I got the repair bot ready to go. Um, we'll just have to see. I need thorium bars, thorium widgets, dense powder. I have none of that. Okay. Yeah, that'll wake you up. But I'm hoping that when TBC drops, we are able to get our groups and we are able to do our dungeons. Paul and I were talking about that today. I hope that people have gotten gear improvements when we go in there. It's going to be rough if they're in all communals or just crap gear. It's going to be a little bit rough, but I'm sure we'll be able to do it. Probably not going to be a dungeon run tonight, guys. They have a raid on the other side, and we've had 3 online all night. So yeah, probably not going to be doing a dungeon tonight, but might be an early night then talk and get some rest. I don't know. Okay, brother. The camera has not said there's anybody out there, so stop with the barking. Oh yeah, no worries, man. No worries. And Tall's kind of aware. Um, so I don't think she's going to be trying to get any kind of run going with what we're going to have tonight. Oh, I'm probably just going to keep trying to get the levels on the mage and the lock and do some farming with this guy because I really do need to get my explosives back up. Oh, I need a blacksmith, man. Need a blacksmith. Show you why. Let's see. Shields. Well, that's no, I don't need a shield made. What is it? Enhancements? Yeah. I think there's a better one than an iron shield spike, but I'm not. Yeah, there's a mithril shield spike and thorium over here. Yeah. But that does damage every time I block. So I need a, because I was thinking maybe I needed a stamina enchant or an intel enchant or something on my shield. But Wowhead's like, nope, need a shield spike. So yeah. So basically in TBC, I'm going to need to find a shield that gives me damage and healing and then have a spike on it. Is pretty much. Now my first shield over there is probably going to be the Sporagar shield because that's the one that does damage all around. And that's going to be my shield for quite some time, I'm imagining. Let's see. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Thank you. But I've got the cooking up with him. I finished fishing out yesterday. Yeah, on stream, actually. I finished fishing out on stream. So I'll be able to have all the tank food. Already planning on the healer foods. We're going to have those buffs. I think we'll be fairly decent going in. I'm probably going to go 2.5 hours tonight. So, um, just make everybody aware I'm not going to go 4 or 5 hours tonight. I can already feel it in the voice. And it's like I imagined, there's no ore. I'll check that in a minute. Oh, there's a chest. Hey. Can you swing on him? That should pay for the repair bill. I've got a route that I run here, and yeah, we'll see. But yeah, Dirty, a conversation with you would be great. Not just about me and my tanking either. Some other things I wanted to let you know about. So Thursday or whenever will be fine. Oh, they're gonna chase me for a minute, but that's fine. They're imps. Tuesday or Wednesday would be nice. Get a game plan started. Yeah, that works fine, man. Either one of those. Yeah, because I don't want it to inconvenience you, or you know you're home from work and tired and don't feel like it or whatever. But whenever you are ready, yeah. And it's not all bad. Some of it is. It's not all bad though. It's not as bad as me not finding any damn ore here. Oh, I wouldn't be on at all. Yeah. What? Oh, I've got that quest. Yeah, well, I haven't found any ore, so let me go grab that quest. Something about a tablet. All right, I'm gonna take this guy out. Okay, now who do I turn that one into? This guy, I think. Yeah. All right, so he's right over there. Yeah, if I remember anything from being married, brother, it's you don't play games on her birthday. Your wife may be different than mine was, but yeah, that's a no-no. Fast horse, he's going on there to see, yeah, because this is part of the route. So he's either weeding or mining, because it would be right up there. Yeah. Which, I mean, you know, it's fine. They pay the same subscription I do. It's just, I wish sometimes I could get on some of the ore. But he is 300 mining, so we will be able to go into TBC with full mining. All right, you wanted the tablet. It's almost a gold. I'll take it. What is it though? Dark iron, of course. It's dark iron. It's always dark iron. I'll take it though. Can AH it? Completely useless. We have black diamonds all over BRD. I think we got a collection of them in the guild bank right now. Yay. All right, so now we're going to cut through here and see if there's anything over there. I've had the same route for years. All right, nope, nothing over there. We'll make one more round, Joe. Then I'll fly somewhere else. The reason I come that way is you can get some right here, but I'm not picking it up, so let's go this way. Yeah, TBC drops next Thursday, so y'all be sure to be tuned in for that, because I will be as soon as I can. I will be on. I think it drops at 3 p.m. I think. Hopefully it goes better than their 24-hour maintenance on pre-patch. but it's Blizzard. So yeah, we don't expect much. I'm gonna go around behind the mountain over here on this one instead of cutting across, and we'll see. Every now and then you'll get lucky. Y'all remember when all these used to be elites? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check this and take a left. And normally you would jump across the lava and go check back there, but I'm not going to do that. Nada. All right. Well, I mean, we turned the quest in, got a gold, got a couple of kills, hit a chest. It's fine. I'll probably wind up just buying some grenades. Because, I mean, right now, everything is getting farmed out because the release of TBC is coming. They want to have the stuff ready so they can, get their professions up and things like that. Or they're just trying to make money, either one. And I can't fault them for either one of those things. Besides, since Classic came out, this has been an ongoing thing with the farming. On the other server, I knew it was a mage, and the mage did herbalism and mining, which I thought was really weird. And then he told me one day that he had, max gold on his character. So I was like, okay, I guess I understand now. And all he would do was log in, run around burning steps, get everything, log out, do it all over again that evening. Which, to my way of thinking, that's not any way to play a game. All you're doing is just making gold. That's it. That's not why. You know, I would have no joy in that game. If that's the way I played WoW, there would be no joy. It would just be a constant just grind. Right, we're gonna head for the flight path. That's 2 rounds, and we haven't found anything but 1 dark iron. Yeah, we'll try again later. I really don't farm on him or do any mini quests anymore because, well, he's slow killing stuff. Not as slow as he used to be, but still a little bit slow. All right, man. Can't sell those, but we can auction them. But they auction for 1 copper. That auctions for $7.99. It sells for 5. I'm just gonna sell it, and I'll send that to my alchemist, and that to Bao. Okay, yeah. Making tea sounds good. Probably gonna have a little bit of this honey on my desk in a little bit and drink some tea with it and be happy. Excuse me. Puppies, I'm waiting for her mama to get home, but Tall's on a 2 to 11 shift for the rest of the week, so that means she'll be getting home 11:30, 11:45. But yeah, it's gonna be a long week for her. Oh, Kroll in Syrian Gorge. Yeah, yeah, he's making improvements. He's lighting a fire under their butts. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait. I mean, in the back of my mind, I'm wishing I'd spent more time over here to be better prepared. But then it's like, it'll get here, and when it does, I'll be happy as hell and moving right along. Um, Hello. Okay, I'm not questioning. Oh, the 40-pound grouper didn't sell. Oh, yeah, Thursday's gonna be fun. I was mentioning earlier that it's Blizzard. Our expectations are low, so we'll have to see. But I already figure it's gonna be crowded, laggy. Want to get in a dungeon as fast as possible. Um, yeah. I still haven't dual spec. I got the sword for it, but I hadn't dual spec yet. Yeah, I think we've got the game plan to go in and try to make a post and go, okay, Thursday it's going to release. We want to get into dungeons. We need people, get the groups together. And for the time frames, like Tall's not going to get off till 11. So it'll be a later group for her, which, I want to make sure she gets in some dungeons. Because she's already said, I get off at 11 o'clock. Nobody's going to want to run dungeons. Everybody's going to be tired of running dungeons. And I'm like, I don't see people being tired of running dungeons at 11 o'clock, but you know, now the big thing is going to be, um, on release day, is everybody still going to be raiding in mob? We think so. We think so. So we're not going to have those people over here, but we don't know that for a fact. So I think Dirty was going to post something to see who all we could get, like a like a like a fake raid roster or something. I don't know. I when I talk to him, I'll know more. But yeah, Thursday is a raid day. Yeah, it is. And I don't figure they're gonna, take a break from it because of the, because of the release. But it's okay because I think there'll probably be 4 or 5 of us, and we might be able to get something done. Not to mention before raid, we could possibly get, because it takes about, well, now let me be clear. Once you get it down, it takes about 12 minutes to run ramparts. But that is a planned out run with no wipes, And I don't see that happening at first. Because people are going to have to get used to it. They're going to have to get used to the pulls the tanks are making and how to handle the situation and keep moving through it to do 12-minute runs. Like I said, I don't see it happening at first. Yeah, I'll be running with her too. I'm probably going to run some during the day, but I'm definitely going to be running later at night with Tall. Because she's just worried about not being able to get into dungeon runs and stuff, and I want to make sure she does. Yeah, I know, Blue. She's used to her mama being home by now, so yeah, that's what that is. Let's go. What? Titan has been blocked from an action only available to Blizzard UI. Ignore. Can I log out now? You what? Oh. Yeah, she knows. I don't want to disable Titan, you jackass. Oh my gosh. Looks like I probably need to pull up Curse and update it, I guess. All right, so I can log out. Let's disable it for now. Golly, man, I sometimes it's my own fault for running add-ons, but sometimes I'm like, y'all need to get y'all shit together. Oh, don't worry about the caps. I actually figured that's what you were saying. All caps. She knows I work till 11 too. All right, so we got some cloth here. Let's go ahead and make that up. Let's see how much I'm at. Run cloth bags. I need the rugged leather. May have some in the bank. I'll have to go check. But I think I made 10 bags the other day and sold them. There's no way I'm gonna get the epic mount money though. Not before Thursday. But I'll have all my professions ready to go, so I guess that's the thing. And once TBC gets started, money is going to be a lot easier to make. Yeah, I have some. How many bags can I make? 3. That's 6 to 7 gold. 6 to 8 gold. Let's do that instead of the other one. I don't have enough soul shards. I know I need about 4 more. I kind of make it on my own. Every now and then I need some help, but that's the epic mounts is not one that I really ask for help on. I mean, I could always start working on the Warlock quest, but eh. All right, they're going for 270. Let's take the 88 copper off. There we go. That'll be 8 gold, 10. I mean, and besides that, Dirty's got a lot of stuff he needs to do. Like, he needs to have the money for his blacksmithing and all that good stuff. Okay, let's put that up. I didn't even open that yet. Whenever I boosted the paladin, I got 35 gold out of it. Whenever I boosted the mage, I went up with 25 gold. So yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not a lot. And then it's all the crappy get. They did not really think this out the greatest on the boost. I mean, if you pay the money for the boost, you should at least get some decent gear. Um, but it is what it is. I'm not going to complain about it much more. It's just kind of crappy to me that they do that. I mean, I just see this dude sitting behind a desk at Blizzard going, yeah, they're going to boost them, but we're going to give them the crappiest gear because, we don't want them to get their money's worth. But that could just be me and I'm jaded. So, you know. Let's make that superior defense then. That's a good question. I don't know on that one. Can't see it being any different though. Because I think somebody did say they were going to get another boost, but they were going to wait until TBC released. So maybe if they do that, we'll know. But I don't think it's going to be any different. I think it'll be the exact same gear. Which means that somebody would have to drag you through some stuff to get you some gear. But, no. We're going to do transmute, but I haven't done it. I don't even know. Can you do it? Was that a thing in Classic? Yeah, I don't see a quest from the alchemist, which would be right here. Let's see. There are no specific quest-based alchemy specialization like potion or transmutation found in later expansions. Yeah, so there's no specialization in classic. I have to wait till English. I have to wait until TBC. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Yeah. Which now that one, if I remember correctly, for transmutation, I'm gonna have to have it's either 3 or 5 primal mites, and that's gonna be expensive as hell. Yeah, leatherworking's always had the specializations though. So has blacksmithing. So has engineering. All three of those have from day one had specializations. Which that's kind of strange too. It may be for it's going to be expensive. I'm going to have to collect up all the little what are they primals? Yeah, primals, primal might, primals. Yeah, which is going to be earth, air, fire, and water, I believe, to make the primal mites or life. Earth, air, fire, water, and life. Maybe. I think the only one that's not is shadow. But talking about the specializations, I don't think tailoring had one in classic. So tailoring, alchemy, enchanting, none of those had which I mean, I don't know of any specialization for enchanting, but yeah, none of those had it. It was leatherworking, blacksmithing, engineering. Yeah, it's kind of funny because tailoring gets it in TBC, um, and alchemy gets one in TBC. But then your blacksmithing, engineering, and leatherworking specializations basically drop off because now some of them will still be there, but most of them drop off, and you don't have to have a specialization to make it. But then you would need a specialization to be able to do alchemy and tailoring. Well, I mean, you could still transmute, but you wouldn't get the extras and stuff. Oh, you still have them in TBC, but it's a lot. It's like in classic, you get dragon scale. What is it? Dragon scale, which is one I always went with, which is why it's probably the only one I know. Um, the elemental one, storm. No, you get tribal, dragon scale, and then one other one. But in TBC, a lot of the stuff that you make will not require a specialization to make it. There's a lot less stuff in TBC that requires specializations, is what I'm saying. It's still there, but you don't use it as much. Elemental, I couldn't. All I could think of was the storm strike set or storm something set, and that's elemental. Yeah, yeah, it's tribal elemental and dragon scale. I think tribal was for druids. Elemental was for druids, and then dragon scale was for hunters and shaman. I think it depended on your spec as a druid as to which tribal or elemental you wanted to go. Something like that. It's been many years since I even looked into them, so. But I think one was considered a healing, more of a healing thing, and the other one was damage or something. I don't really like to talk out my ass. I like to know what I'm talking about. But I think that's what those were broken down for. Tribal for resto balance and balance, yeah. And then I know some shaman on the horde side, they were elemental because of the damage and stuff that they could get from that gear. Rogues and ferals were elemental. Oh, okay. 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 That like I said, I don't like talking out my ass saying something I don't know. So yeah. Just no dragon scale. That's all. That's what I always went on my hunter was dragon scale. And then when we got shamans on the side, I went dragon scale with my shaman. Because you can't beat dragon scale armor. Yeah, I always went dragon scale. Always. Um I don't know, it was just a thing with me. I love dragon scale. Back in vanilla though, it was hard to get people to go with you to farm dragon scales. Because back then all the dragons just about were elite. And people didn't want to mess with it. But when it came time they wanted some gear, they'd have to go buy it. They'd have to go buy the scales and stuff to have me make the gear. It was hilarious. I'm like, if you'd have helped me go farm the scales, I mean, I could make it for you. But yeah, go buy it now. Have fun with that. We had a hunter one time. He went tailoring enchanting. Why? Don't know. Money, pretty much. And I had to make all of his gear for him that he didn't get any other way. Anyway, I think I'm gonna probably call it right here. We've been sitting here for about 15 minutes talking. Um, and I'm gonna give me some tea. Wait for Tall to get home, chill out. Maybe do something in the game. I don't know. But I enjoyed y'all hanging out, chatting with me. And now Sunday, I take Sunday off. So we'll probably be back Monday. Because even I need a day off sometimes, even though I know I've been sick and been off for a whole like 2 weeks. But yeah, Sundays I generally take off, and then we'll be back Monday. Now for the rest of the week, Monday, we're going to be covering TBC. I am going to be doing some more Minecraft later on. Kite has a modded Minecraft server now, and he wants me to come in and try it out and show it off. So I'll probably be doing that. And of course, we're still going to do some Fallouts. It's just right now I've been trying to get all the coverage for TBC that I can. But yeah, we're going to be doing some other stuff too. It's not always going to be just WoW. WoW is just yes. Yes. And yes, a lot of pre-rate bits does come from leatherworking. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna keep working on it, man. I can feel my voice going out a little bit right now, but I got some honey and stuff, and I'm gonna get me some tea. The cough's getting better every day. It's got that just that little bit of lingering quality to it. But yeah. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna wish you all a good night, and we will see you all Monday. Have a good one, y'all.